Hello children, Jai Swaminarayan. Today we are going to study a poem and the name of the poem is Someone. Someone by Walter de la Mare. The name of the poem is Someone and it is written by Walter de la Mare. So children, this is a short and simple poem and I'm going to read the poem and then I'll explain it. And before reading, I would like you to answer this question. Do you get scared when someone knocks at your door or rings the doorbell at night? Is it wise to open the door to an unknown person? No, we should not open the door to an unknown person. Now let us read the poem. Someone came knocking at my wee small door. Someone came knocking, I am sure. I listened, I opened, I looked to left and right, but not there was a stirring in the still dark night. Only the busy beetle, tapping in the wall, only from the forest the screech owl's call, only the cricket whistling while the dew drops fall. So I know not who came knocking at all. So did you like the poem, children? Okay. Now, can you see this picture? Can you see the trees and the forest? And there is a small house. The poet lives in this small house in the forest. So children, while we are studying this poem, you have to keep this picture in your mind that the poet lived in the forest in this small house. So let us begin. Someone came knocking at my wee small door. Someone came. This was the knocking sound. Someone came knocking at my wee small door. What is the meaning of wee? Wee means tiny. So the poet is saying that someone had come and knocked at his tiny small door. Someone came knocking. I am sure. Here the poet says, I am sure someone had come and knocked my door. I listened, I opened, I looked to left and right. I listened, I opened, I looked to left and right. The poet here says that when he heard the knocking sound, he opened his door and he looked to left and right. But not there was a stirring in the still dark night. But not there was a stirring in the still dark night. Now children, what is the meaning of not? Not means nothing. And what is the meaning of stirring? Stirring means moving. So the poet says that it is the night time and everyone sleeps at night. So there was no movement in the dark night. Then at that time, someone had come and knocked on the door. Only the busy beetle tapping in the wall. Only the busy beetle tapping in the wall. Now in this picture, can you see this busy beetle tapping in the wall? Yes. Now what was the sound the beetle was producing? Let us hear the sound.
Can you listen to the sound?
So This was the sound which was produced by the busy beetle. Only from the forest the screech owls call. Only from the forest the screech owls call. Now, what is the meaning of screech? Screech means loud and harsh cry. So, the poet says that he could hear the loud and harsh cry of the owl in that night. Now, let us see what the sound was produced by the owl. Listen carefully. So, children, this was the sound that the owl was making. Only the cricket whistling while the dew drops fall. Only the cricket whistling while the dew drops fall. So, children, can you see the cricket in this picture? This is an insect which is also called as grasshopper. So, the only sound that the poet could hear was the whistling of the cricket while the dewdrops fall. Now, what is the meaning of dewdrops, children? Dewdrops means a drop of dew. In Hindi, we call it as Os ki boonde. So, you must have seen in winters early in the morning drops of water on the leaves and plants. So that is called the dewdrops. Now, children, what was the sound that the cricket or the grasshopper making? Let us see. Listen carefully. So, this was the sound which the poet could hear in the dark night. And so, when the poet had opened the door, he only found these three creatures which were making those sounds. That was the beetle, the owl, and the cricket. And the poet could not see anyone else. So, he was totally confused and he wondered who was there then and who had come and knocked on the door. Because when he opened the door, there was no one. So, at the end, the poet says, I know not who came knocking at all, at all, at all. So, till now, till today, the poet has not come to know who had come and knocked on his door at night. So, children, I hope you have understood the poem. Read and recite the poem 2-3 times. Thank you, children, and Jai Swaminarayan.